Good evening, listeners. Today we're going to talk about what's happened in China between July 2024 and July 2026. What's happened with Xi Jinping, the president of China, and what's happened to the leadership situation. The process started in July of 2024 when Xi Jinping had a stroke. This is not anything that's denied. It's relatively well known. But it began the decline of Xi Jinping. In 2025, in July of 2025, July and August, 90 generals were removed from the Chinese, the PLA. These 90 generals were all the appointees of Xi Jinping, and was a substantial reduction in his power to control the lower levels of the Chinese military. In September of 2025, the 9 top generals and the top leadership of the PLA were removed. At that point, Xi Jinping was deprived of any real capacity to control the Chinese military. And as Mao said many times, all power flows from the barrel of the gun. And at the point that Xi Jinping failed to have control of the military, he was vulnerable. In October of 2025, they had a conference of the Chinese Communist Party, at which Xi Jinping agreed that he would stay in power until the Congress of 2027, and he would be removed at that time. But he would not have control over the party during that period of time. The Communist Party did not want to project instability, changing the president off and off here, so they left him in power as president, but without the power to control the party, or without the party to control the gun. Since October of 2025, Xi Jinping has rarely gone out of Beijing. He went to meet with the president of North Korea, but other than that, he has not taken trips outside of Beijing, even to visit other points in China. His wife, his brother, his son-in-law have all been investigated during that period of time, and many officials of the Communist Party who were loyal to Xi Jinping were removed or under investigation during that period of time. So he is really a lame duck president without any power in that interim. That is the truth about what's going on in China. For some reason, the media in the West has not covered this in any way. And they've cooperated with the Communist Party of China in keeping Xi Jinping as the face of Communist Party of China. But he is not the power in Communist Party of China anymore. The power of Communist Party of China has devolved into the more traditional collective leadership of the Communist Party. As one of the members of the leadership said, the United States and China have to behave like an old married couple rather than like hostile neighbors. This presents a much more cooperative stance toward America and the West than Xi Jinping projected. It also talks about no military action on Taiwan until at least 2028 and probably thereafter, because that is a critical point of conflict between the United States and China has no appetite for conflict with the United States at this point in time. This is what's happened in China in the last 2 years. They have retired Xi Jinping as the active leader of the country after his stroke and after his removal of any military power. And have left him in place as a leader in name only, not in terms of